and welcome to our second Mum's Problems video. Today we are talking about fussy eaters. This is a massive problem for me. I'll kick this one off. AJ is an absolute nightmare. So Faith was one of these kids that just ate everything and anything. And even to this day, well, you know, she's been to everyone's parties. She's the kid that stands at the buffet, ignores the party, and waits for everyone to do the clean film off the food. And I have to go, Faith, can you just like chill out with it because it's really embarrassing? And she's literally, but Mummy, I just want to have a look, and she's literally peeling back the cling film before it's even open. She's that kid, and she'll eat anything, veg, fruit, meat. She's just great. AJ hasn't eaten meat apart from maybe 1 or 2 bites since he was born. It's like he knows it's there. It's almost like he's already decided he's a vegetarian. And
even if you're like mixing it up in things.
So at the beginning, you know how you give them like when you're out and about like Ella's kitchens and whatever, and Faith would have lapped that up.
Yeah.
Anything that had some kind of meat in it, he just literally would gag. He wouldn't have it. He won't have eggs. The only source of protein he has is his milk, because yogurts and cheese.
But how much milk is he having?
Not a great deal, because I was trying everything. I was trying to cut milk back so that he'd be hungrier for food.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I tried the whole, okay, well, if you're not eating that, you're not eating anything thing.
Yeah, how did it go? Like, did
he just starved.
And he
Just wouldn't eat. He wouldn't eat.
Wow.
He just literally wouldn't eat, and then he'd go to sleep and sleep through it. A good couple of days. Apart from obviously, you know, breakfast or whatever. But like it's not like I'm gonna give him a roast chicken for breakfast to eat that, otherwise he's starving. But like he would literally starve, and he wouldn't even flinch. He'd be like, "Well, I'm not eating it," and he'd walk away from the table. What do you do? What do you do? And so I'm worried that he's not getting enough protein in his diet.
But you know he's not going to starve, because
he's clearly not starving. He's got, you know, a little chubby.
And so when he's hungry, he's going to come to you.
But he won't eat that if that's put in front of him.
But maybe that's just his taste buds right now.
Yeah.
Like if you have something in front of you and you don't want that, you're not going to.
But it's always been like though. It's like he won't even eat fish fingers, so he won't eat fish either. So it's any sort of.
So the girls were very fussy.
He is 2.5, 2 3/4.
So Summer didn't eat. Both of them didn't eat really for the first 2 years. All they would have was pasta. It was the only thing, and I was like, I started stressing.
Yeah.
And then it got to the point where I was like, I'm not stressing anymore. If they're hungry, they're going to come to me, and their taste buds are going to change. And then we introduced this thing where we said to them, we put something new in front of them, and we said, right, you have to try it 6 times before you know if you like it or not. And we'd make them do 6 bites, and then that carried on. And Summer would be like, oh, when something new came, she'd be like, I need to try it 6 times, don't I? And we're like, and then we introduced, when they're a tiny bit older, a whole rainbow of colours on the plate. So all your plate has to have all different colours to make it a bit more
Natalie's like literally Teresa.
And then, hang on, wait for the other week. Wait, Mark said to me, well, I was making meatballs. He was
Does Mark have rainbow on his plate?
Mark has rainbow on his plate. But I was making meatballs or something, and he said, why don't you get your cookie cutters and make them into shapes so the kids would eat it. So I'm the idiot at 8 o'clock in the morning with my mincemeat, and I'm making them into stars and gingerbread men, and I cooked them. I mean, they looked a bit dead, the gingerbread men. That night,
oh my god, it's like a scene from Saw, isn't it?
That night, the whole plate went. It's just about also, I think, making it a bit fun, because sometimes if someone put food in front of you the whole time and said, eat, do this, you're going to be like, no thanks.
The other thing that you could do is get him to be involved. So if you have your kids cook with you, they're way more.
See, we did do that, but then they climb up. He's just a boy, man. He literally, wait until yours is a bit older. He literally climbs up everything in the kitchen, bangs his head again until he's knocked out. So they're not allowed in the kitchen anymore.
Like, Lizzie does eat, but hers is quantity. Like, she doesn't eat enough, so I'm always like bribing her, right, eat 5 more mouthfuls or 6 more mouthfuls of this and that. But I find that if I do a yes or no pile, she can see, if you put like an extra spoon on her plate, if you know that you're separating it, that I say like, this is a no pile, that's a yes pile, she's like, oh my God, this is my no pile, that's amazing. All I've got to do is eat this. She eats all of that, but then really, it would have been the amount that I would have given her anyway.
So
you
you're
know
sort
what
of
I mean?
calling her.
Oh my God, if I had to finish, she'd be like, she'd be the yes pile and no pile and the baby pile.
Or section
and then AJ and then rounds off with mine.
Oh, that's funny.
Lucy's really healthy. Like
Huh?
she's a healthy girl. She's aware of what's healthy because
Who?
Alicia.
Yeah.
Mum come
she
home and
is.
be like, I'm having hot cucumber, and I'm like, what's hot cucumber? She's like,
Like courgette. That's what we tell them.
That's
That's what we
Yeah.
tell them.
because Lizzie's eating hot
Yeah.
cucumber.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
she's like, oh, I like hot cucumber.
I do like how they get older. They do become more aware of what is healthy and not, because they must be getting it taught at school. Because obviously
Yeah.
they're all in the
I think
same
it comes
class,
from
so
school.
Faith's definitely starting to learn. Although I do question it because she tells me what her choices are at lunch, and she tells me, "Oh, I had pasta again, Mummy." I'm like, okay, that's
Every
fine,
day.
pasta every day or whatever. And then the main meal, and whatever the main meal is, she hardly ever eats. She tells me, she said, "But Mummy, I was really good today. I didn't choose the chocolate cake. I chose cheese and biscuits and butter."
That's what
And I'm like, I don't want to burst a bubble that, butter upon crackers with cheese might be worse. So I just went, baby, I'm so proud of you, because she was so proud that I chose the healthy option.
Like,
I'm like, baby, was there fruit? Yeah, but cheese is healthy. Okay, baby, that's fine. I'll leave it. I'll
You'll
tell her
go
that
with
maybe in another year.
Yeah,
But at least they're starting to learn a little bit.
Yeah.
I do think they grow out of it a little bit. And they're just finding their taste buds and what they like, and then also when they go to school they see other kids eat.
Yeah.
You'll find when AJ
Yeah.
is maybe at nursery or school with lots of other people eating, that's when Lacey started eating better, because she sees
Yeah.
other
It's a
kids
social
eating and they
thing.
want to copy, and
Yeah.
they're
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm hoping so. Right, anyway, that was our video on Fussy Eaters. We could literally talk about this all night. If you did like this video, please let us know, because we'd love to do another strand on Fussy Eaters and kind of like tear it up into individual portions. I like saying that because that sounds like a
That's
food
a
portion.
pun, yeah.
Exactly, that's a pun. If you like this video, hit like. If you really like to, hit subscribe and comment on the below. And join us next week, where we're going to talk about nighttime routines, what we do at night, and how it takes certain kids an hour to go to bed. See you next
Not
week.
longer.